What is going on, YouTube? What is going on? Appreciate you guys for joining my channel. It's out here trucking. Take 5. I'm trying to do my videos in like one take because I don't have software yet. Well, I do. I just don't know how to use it yet. And so I gotta, polish that up. But for right now, man, hey, we're just gonna be doing these takes, man. Y'all gonna grow as I grow. Appreciate you guys for joining my channel. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Really helps the channel grow. And like I said, man, my content for the most part is going to be dedicated towards all the new drivers out there. Drivers that's thinking about trucking school, drivers that's in trucking school, or guys who have like a year, up to a year experience. Because after about a year, you should be comfortable. I ain't gonna say you good, because you'll never, I don't care if you've been driving for 30, 40 years, like, you always gotta be on your P's and Q's out here on this road. But after about a year, you should be much more comfortable. So, yeah, man, a lot of my content is gonna be geared towards helping out the newbies and just giving you guys a lot of tips, man. Like, so for instance, this particular video today, let me slow up because that's what that beeping noise is. See, safety first, guys. Safety first. I wish this dude get out of my way though. He driving kind of slow. But anyway, man, what the hell was I saying? Oh, so this particular video, I'm going to be in sporadically throughout. As the days continue, whatever, and the weeks continue, I'm going to be uploading videos. I don't want to, I want to call it war stories, but I'm not trying to be insensitive to everybody that's actually in the military. But I got to come up with, if you guys can think of a name to help me describe my mishaps out here on the road while I was a rookie, just leave it in the, I got juice mouth. Leave it in the comment section. And so today, man, I'm going to talk about a particular instance. Rookie year, I was out in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. Aliquippa is like, man, it's all the way in no man's land. And I was going to, I was about to pick up a load of sheetrock over there at the U.S. Gypsum plant. And I was using a Ram McNally at the time because, I'm fresh out of trucking school. I think I'm a real trucker. Oh, I got the Ram McNally. That's a popular brand. And so I'm following the directions. I forgot what street I was on, but the GPS was telling me to make a right. And so I'm following my GPS. The crazy thing is as I make that right on the street, there's a sign on the road that says no trucks over 10 tons. 10 tons is 20,000 pounds. There's no trucks over 10 tons, but it's not right there. And I think they did that on purpose, because when the officer got me, he be like, "Hey, man, we was trying to tell these guys, he's talking about trucks coming there all the time doing that." Now, I think that's a hustle. I think they really got something going on. I wish I remember his name, but anyway, as I made that right on that street, there's a sign that says no trucks over 10 tons, but the sign is like, it's so far back and it's positioned in a way where basically you're not going to see it until you're on the street, especially if Aliquippa, like, who goes to Aliquippa, PA? Like, that's a place that I never even heard of that town until I started driving. But as I'm on there, I'm like, oh snaps, I ain't supposed to be on this street. But then, like, the place to where I'm going is literally like right. There's an underpass, and it was like it's right there. I was like, man, let me just go ahead and see if I can make it. Man, I slowly started to edge up. not realizing that I'm driving a flatbed, but I'm not realizing that my cab, I was in a sleeper, and the top of my cab was pretty much almost like around 13.6, and there was a bridge, and I'm almost 100% positive, but I honestly I was wrong, that joint said 13.6. But I'm creeping. I do notice that was close. That's why I was creeping. But man, I get under that bridge and start hitting that scratch. I was like, nah, I can't do this. So I began to start backing up. As soon as I back up, whoop whoop, the boys came, and the boys is the police. And he was right. I mean, he was there quick, and he basically bagged me out on the middle of the street. You follow me. I mean, he even took my license. I'm driving around without a license, but we just went the way you were supposed to go, which is crazy because that stupid GPS was originally taking me that way, but it made me go down a different street because for some reason the GPS was saying that the bridge was too low. It gave me the warning signal, and I had my measurements set right for and everything, but for whatever reason, man, that joint it just didn't work out for me, man. He took me to the scale, he weighed me, and obviously I was over 20,000 pounds. Even though I was empty, I probably was like, let me see, truck, I could have been like, cause I had a sleeper, so I probably was like, I think that truck was like maybe like 26,000, then another, I think 11,000 or something like that. So I might have been like 36 or something like that. And he gave me this huge ticket, man. Ticket was like $2,500, man. I didn't pay that though. I actually a couple of, I want to say maybe like 2 months or so, or something like that, I actually went back to court. I had to drive in my personal vehicle 4 hours from where I live to Aliquippa, and we basically hammered out a deal, and I got that joint reduced down to like, it went from like 2,500 to like 1,300 or something like that. And I probably could have got that ticket thrown out altogether if I had representation, but I wasn't even thinking at the time. The only thing I was thinking was, let me just go ahead. I mean, I had the money, so I was like, let me go ahead and take care of this now, get this out the way. They'll never catch me with that BS again. But yeah, man, that in that particular town, like I said, I think that's a hustle, because one of the things that officer mentioned, he was like, I thought that, I just told y'all, he said, we got trucks coming here all the time, and it was that, and then how fast he responded. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like he could have been hiding somewhere, just sitting around waiting for truck come all day. And I mean, that's like 2,500. Like every time you do that, that's 2,500 per truck. So I mean, he probably was trying to clean up, for that little town. And Aliquippa is an old town. It's definitely not designed for big trucks to be coming in and out of there. So yeah, man, that was that particular story. I got about 1 million more different stories, but like I said, man, when you guys come out here, you're going to make mistakes. There is no ifs, ands, buts about that. The fact that you just don't have any experience is the reason that you're going to make mistakes, because like I said, school can only teach you but so much. Highway driving is nothing. You get on the road, boom, you go straight. Nah. Once you start going into certain cities and certain towns, especially these old towns like Aliquippa, you know what I mean? Those particular towns weren't designed with big trucks in mind. You're gonna have to really, really put on your thinking cap and take your time and use your best judgment. One of the things I always say is, never be on a rush. Man, listen, I don't care if you gotta pull them brakes, put your flashers on, if you gotta walk a couple blocks just to, holding up traffic or nothing, man, people can go around you. It's better for you to do that than to make an impulsive decision and then mess around and tear something up or get into an accident or get yourself in the jam where you can't get turned around in, So yeah, just take your time when you out here. And it's like I said, because it definitely comes with the territory as far as you know having some hiccups out here. That's just part of being a rookie. You know what I mean? But you'll get through it. Oh, and another thing, try to stay calm. Try to stay calm, man. Oh, so let me tell you another story about staying calm. This is like, I want to say, it could have been my first or second week. And no, it had to be my first week because I didn't know anything about time management when it comes to trucking. Like I said, I was a regional driver, but I got stuck with a local trader. So we never went to shippers. All we did was come to the yard, deliver our first load, which was in Brooklyn, come back, do something short, go home, boom, do it again the next day. So I never had any training as far as route planning or anything like that. So make sure y'all get y'all talk to your trader, y'all work on that or whatever. But my first week out, I'm already in violation. You can only drive for 11 hours in a day. You can only work for 14 hours total. It's like, I want to say it could have been like 14 hours or 45 minutes or something like that. I wasn't over too much, but I definitely was over my time. And I was stopping at the TA in Jessup, Maryland. Now, if any of you familiar with that particular TA is a truck stop for anybody who's not familiar. They got a lot of parking in there, but where I was parking where the slots or the lanes were actually like at an angle, but they weren't at an angle where you could sight side back in there. So I'm a rookie driver. It's my first week out. I'm driving a spread axle flatbed with a sleeper. It's already that time of the day where everybody's in the truck stop trying to hurry up and find a park. I got a blind side back into this spot. Now, there was a guy that was next to me. I just finished helping him, right? He was trying his best to guide me in there, but he's not familiar. He was driving a drive van. He's not familiar with spread axles. Spread axles have a slower reaction time than a tandem trailer that you would see on like a drive van. Our reaction time is much slower, and we need more room, So, he was trying to help me out, but man, I'm in that parking lot. The line is packed. The line is backing up. I'm pulling up. I'm trying to go back. I'm pulling up. I'm trying to go back. And anybody who knows about trying to blindside back a sleeper, once the trailer gets to a certain point, you can't see nothing. And for those of you trying to say, well, why are you trying to blindside back? That was the only way you can do that, unless you came from the other side and was able to pull in straight forward. But like I said, at this particular time of the day, the parking lot was already getting crowded, and there was a couple of parks left. The only thing I could do was blindside back into that spot. And so, man, I'm literally in the truck sweating. I'm nervous. I'm sweating. I'm like, I'm basically panicking because I'm trying not to hold up the rest of the people. But hey, man, it was this dude. It was a white gentleman, older gentleman. He had white hair. He had one of them white beards where he didn't have hair down here, but it was like it came down this way and then went across his under his nose and came down there. This was bald, real thick, right? He looked like, if you at first glance you would think he's like a biker type or something like that. Like that's the kind of look that he had. Man, he came up He stood on my steps. I had my window down. He looked me dead in the eye. He said, "Hey, driver." He said, "You trying to get that trailer in that hole, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." He was like, "Follow my hands and do exactly what I do." Man, he went out in front of me. He was like he just did a couple of swift hand motions, and then once he saw that I was lined up with the hole and all I had to do was straight line back, he just walked away. I was like, "Whoo, man!" Yo, I was like, yo, that right there, I was so relieved. I actually got out I didn't. I was going to get out the car and thank him, but he looked like he didn't want to be bothered or whatever. But man, I was like, yo, I really, really appreciate that, because yeah, that was a sticky situation, man. So yeah, man, like I said, yo, you're going to have your own versions of trials and tribulations out there. It comes with the territory. If you can, just try to remember to just stay calm, take your time. You're going to get through it. You're going to get better as time goes on. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, just keep trucking, man. Just keep trucking. That's the main thing. You know, everybody started. You know, even the veterans. We all started out as rookies one day, and nobody just hops into a truck with no experience, and you know, it's almost like they're a pro. Like, nah, nobody does that, you know. So yeah, man, just relax, take your time, and yeah, man, keep trucking, man. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, later on, I'm definitely gonna be hitting y'all with some more stories, and that can kind of help y'all out as well. But really, really appreciate you guys for tuning into my channel. This is Out Here Trucking. Please leave a like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe if this is content that you're interested in. You know, if you got family or friends that's interested in the trucking, you know, you can please, don't mind sharing my page with them, because you know that's what I'm here for, man. I'm trying to give back. So, all right, till the next video, I will catch you guys on the next one.